brand new. That already has copyright strike on it. Lovely. Okay. I guess. Drive this a little bit more. For anyone watching this after the fact, just doing finishing touches on our new S15 mod. It's taken me a long time, but we're getting there. Still happens to way too quickly. Missed it. Yeah, see? Fuck it. I'm gonna fix that. It's still doing it. Fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. It's within a degree though. Bugger.
Yeah, you still got trash. I've been looking in the future, I don't care about the past. You got 5 seconds of fame, homie, I'm gon' last. I'm just looking at my peers, all I can do is laugh. Cause I know what I'm first, why you think this is last. I grew up in relation. If she wants some good dick, book a reservation. Sleep deprivation in the studio every night. Pitching LA and Houston, I book a different flight. If you talk shit, I'm gon' pull up. They ask me how I'm doing, I'm bad, but I'm alright. I gotta keep going, homie, it's gonna be a long fight. They still talking shit, but that's nothing major. I look in the mirror and all I see is a fucking stranger. I just can't see myself as a minimum wager or a college student, cause that'll be when I'm in danger. I can never be the same. When I die, wait real long, all up on my grave, just to put my mind right. You hating or you just crazy. I really been on top of shit lately. Albanian baby, but Texas maybe. They say the good ones die young. Knock on wood. All the rappers in my city hate me, yes I'm good. They've been praying on my downfall. God, please don't answer their wishes, cause they wanna see me sleeping with fishes. I used to freestyle back when I was doing dishes. Sick and tired of burning all these bridges. You don't know how I feel when your own fan switches. Yeah, I should be the only rapper in this game, cause all of these rappers bitches. Yeah, too busy worried about they riches. Yeah, hey,
Crap. I don't remember. It's been too long. It always takes forever to load. There we go. And it's this one. This number. Yes, but I want to make it bigger, I think. Let's just go to 80. 7. Nine. Sweet. Say that is still doing what it's been doing the whole time. Oops. God damn it. Still doing it. Not as bad as it was before though. Let's just take this up there again.
Been putting working like a minute now. Safe to say you niggas finally noticed. Mr. Freeze around my city, boy. If you ain't get it, I'm the fucking coldest. You know, I'm the one they call to get the job done. You know, if you're talking problems, y'all don't really want it. Said it once, said it twice, said it thrice. No one fucking with me like a little kid at school with lice. Jesus Christ, who say Jesus Christ, this nigga nice. Knock a nigga head off like I'm Negan, all I'm needing is a proper price. Shit, you right, got me aggy as Abby is. Even at my worst, you not a fool, you know what happens. You not an answer, this is ass flipping, you know you ass. I'm feeling like I'm over dopes and super soakers. Women been rocking chokers. Years rain hell with the long sober. Double days is a treat for me. Only cat dog moves. I'm glad to see me. Like a place I'm screaming like the trenches like Usher Rain. This is power than I fucking name. I'm serving niggas like this Sean. Once again, I'm thinking that that motherfucker's gone. The storm's still coming home with all days to come. Every beat is so machine. But I really do mean this. Every time I use my penis, just call it a stroke of genius, huh? Been putting working like a minute now. Safe to say you niggas finally noticed. Mr. Freeze around my city, boy. If you ain't get it, I'm the fucking coldest. You know, I'm the one they call to get the job done. You know,
God damn it. It's so hard to solve.
Mr. Freeze around my city, boy. If you ain't get it, I'm the fucking coldest. You know, I'm the one they call to get the job done. You know, if you're talking problems, I don't really want none.
Once it gets over like 35 degrees, seems to be alright. See if I can get wheel cam going. Crap. What do I do with that? footage, isn't it? That'll do for the moment. Watch it be really out of sync like it was last time. Not that I'll be able to tell. There we go. Every time, man. And don't know why it does this. I can't put any higher delay on the renderer. I know that if I put this up here, I think it makes it a little better. Yeah. Game, hello? The fuck? It's done that thing again where nothing works. Let's go back to Nürburg, I guess. I don't really. What's the difference between that and the GT van? Fuck it. Drive it and find out, I guess. How's it possible to play like Assetto for like 2,000 hours and not know the difference between track layouts? It's just ridiculous. I wonder what MIDI made the... Again, with the pedals and wheel not working. That's really strange. Does this when I like plug something new in, like the camera for instance. No, still. What? super weird. Unless it's the car, but doubt it. Weird. 12.8.9, 12.8. This mouse, man, honest, works like mint on like soft fabric, but not on like an actual mouse matte surface, or the battery's dead, one or the other. Flying legs. Scott lift MIDI, what up to? He's trying to fly. Assetto Corsa, where planes exist. Saying that though, it wouldn't surprise me if these cars do actually try to fly in real life, because Corvettes do apparently. Needs an engine real bad. Worried about that right now though. 12.9, 12.8, and it has negative scrub, which I forget if that's the right way around or not. I really don't remember. This one. I forget what this car's called. What's this car called? It's not what I wanted. Also need, come on mouse, this mouse is fucked, eh? I need a lot of batteries. Currently, oh, it's pretty close, Smitty. Ooh, excuse me. Negative 13, no, you won't be able to see. Negative 13. Sweet. Well, I mean, that's pretty close. It's really close, actually. Is it a close enough moment? Oops. What are we looking for? Evo 8, 9, 8, 8. Dyno. You really can't see a lot, eh? Is it better? Kinda. A little bit. A little bit. I need to bring this up. Is this without? It's a very high peak. 400 wheel horsepower. Just gonna move this over here, unfortunately, sorry. Yeah. It's pretty close, but it's not. Torque falls off a bit harder than it should. Just Depends on the turbo setup, really. Stock-ish turbo. So the problem, I don't know what the requisite for this car specifically is. However, I just found a graph for an iX with 400 horsepower, whether that's at the crank or the wheels, I assume it's at the wheels, and it makes that number at like 4,500 RPM, where this is making it at like 6,000. Yeah, that's that almost looks like an SR or something. She's a laggy piece of goods, though, I'll tell you that much. We need this beats again. What happened to the... I'm just gonna pull this over here because it seeps.
Yo, Kyle, this shit crazy.
Ugh. This one. There and find the power light.
This shit crazy.
It's pretty much stock standard looking one anyway, but I don't like how this is so weird. That is very strange looking. Over the other side, I think. Oops. Crap. There we go. The engine INI 1.5 bar boost, 4,500 RPM. Yeah, what is this motor? Like the gamma turned way down. Yeah, that's super weird. Super weird. I'm just gonna start again. Change the gamma to 4 because it's do 3, probably like 3 then actually. Try 3 and 3,000 RPM reference boost because it's like about where I want it. Because this motor's making it at like full boost, like 3, so 3,000, yeah. What sort of boost was that on? That's on 25 pounds of boost, but it tapers off to like 21. So that's going to be painful. I need to get my PSI to about converter out. 1.7. What is actual 1.7? 24.6. What's 1.8? 26. It's probably more like 1.8. I wish I could like make it actually fall like a motor, but so I was never going to. Let's see. It's 400. I made that number like 4.5. Which is this one, and we're at 350, so this is gonna be like, that's too high. 426, 409. 392, 7404. Why do I always second guess myself? Look at that, 400.97. However, doesn't actually make that. No, it makes that at 65. Actually, I'm a dickhead. Looking at the wrong line. Let's say 65. Hey, 394, make the 5, 406, 399, 401. 7,000. Be like 390. Oops. Back to enough. 6,000. Come down. It's probably more like 6. Oops. Oops. What's that one? 5,000. Just because that's still a 2. There we go. Okay. 6500-ish, and it's still making above 360 all the way back to 5.5. So 5.5 needs to come up by a couple of numbers. 350. Good enough for me. $380, $400. What if I just make that the same? 380, 350, 380, 400. Let's look at talk. 3,000. We're at 300 and I don't know. 320. Is it foot pounds? Yeah. This is the other horrible thing. Oh, that's newtons, I guess, isn't it? 433. Pretty close. Good enough. Goes all the way up to 360 at 4.5 there. Just 488. What? It's 4.5. Okay. I can still go a lot higher. $486. Yeah, that's. And then I just have to smoothen that out. Lag-tastic.
Yo, Kyle, this shit crazy. MJ on the one.
Oh god. What's that? 5,000 RPM. It's roughly 330. Yeah, that's about right. As well. What's up, dude? Just trying to smash this stuff out. I've been lazy and haven't done it. This is a paid mod that we need to get finished.
Yo, Kyle, this shit crazy. MJ on the one.
What did I say? 470. Trying to learn to drift. What are you stuck with specifically?
Yo, Kyle, this shit crazy. MJ on the one.
It's mostly just practice, in all honesty. Steering and throttle control, yeah. Practice, mostly learn to let go of the wheel, I mean. It's a big mistake most beginners make. They just hold on to the wheel too long. 3.5, 6, 320-ish, 430. Yeah, G29. I've found like a lot of the time with the G29, because you can't turn the damper setting down on that, like you could in the G27. It's real weird, like on my wheel on the Thrustmaster. I had too much shit open. I actually have the the damper, I still have it at 0. It like, when you have it turned down, it's a weird concept, it causes the wheel to like oscillate. So turning it up gets rid of that, but it gets rid of like steering feel, and for drifting obviously you want it turned down, but I think it's set in the newer Logitech wheels, like you can't change it. I think that has a lot to do with it, which basically means you'll just need to throw it harder in transitions instead of just like using the throttle to transition. You'll actually have to like flick it. I used to do that with my 27 though. Build or buy an actual. Yeah, I mean, the desk can work. It's a good place to start if you're thinking, you know, like if you want to get more serious about it. The next step up obviously is like what's it called? Like a play stand or something, you know, just like a fold out frame. Just depends how much room you've got. Like, I mean, my rigs takes up a shit ton of room. It's like the only problem with it. I don't know. That's what my shit looks like. But yeah, takes up a heap of space. Just trying to find a photo of my old setup from way back, but don't have it anymore. I'll not be a boring fucker and I'll go and drive something. I need to switch tracks though. It does alright for a card from like 2013. It's actually a 290 with a 290X BIOS flashed onto it because there wasn't a lot of difference back then between the cards. Like I can still play, I mean like with the triple monitors it's a bit of a different story. Depends on the map. Like if, I I have it on like a mixture of like medium settings for Assetto, and I know like DTP cars at Tomato, for example, with a full lobbies, like it dips down to 40 FPS. And in terms of upgrading, I can't really afford to do that right now, so I want to get like a 1080 or a 1080 Ti, because they're like it's like 100% increase in performance basically to step up to something like that. But oh, that's obnoxiously loud. Still does right though, like I have a 1080p ultra wide monitor, and I still get like 60 FPS or above in like Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that. So it still does really well. There's not like a what is it? The new AMD, the 580. That's just a rebrand of this card, and it's only like 10% faster or something. So it's still pretty decent. The wall. Driven this in a while. I always do that there. Holy crap. One sec. It's quite warm in here now. I would say that's the one thing I dislike about this graphics card, is that it's a vacuum cleaner that produces a lot of heat. Sell parts, yeah. Don't mind. It's nice if you can get like a good deal for your existing parts. Like if someone's willing to pay, you know, like what you think it's worth. I know I've tried to sell my stuff a bunch of times so I could upgrade, and it's kind of like, it's not worth it almost. Like I remember last time I upgraded, I ended up just keeping a bunch of it, and I built a machine for my sister. Just because it was like much more worthwhile to do that than it was to actually sell the. I mean, that's just differences in markets, I guess. You know, like New Zealand is interesting place for money. I don't know, like now with the release of i9, yeah, well, rolling in money with that sort of CPU and graphics card combo, it's definitely the way to go now. Won't need to buy anything for like the next 5 years if you do that. I don't know, like I got a second-hand CPU for this machine. Went from an i5 to an i7, 4770K, and that's like, I don't know, like I say, this machine, like even Forza Horizon on one monitor is still like 60 FPS on Ultra. It's no real, that game's runs really well though, because DirectX 12, I don't know, with DirectX 12 it's just transforming old graphics cards into things that work a lot, you know, just makes games run a lot better. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Some places before as well. You have a Titan XP. Would 2080 Ti even really be an upgrade? A little bit of an upgrade, I guess. Nah, I don't have a handbrake. It's funny, I've tried a bunch of different stuff at friends' houses or whatnot, or in stores, or so like I've used a Fnatic handbrake before, and like a flight stick, or like I made my own like DIY thing out of a flight stick one day, but I can't get the consistency out of those things like I can out of a button. Like I just use the red button on the left side of the G27 shifter that I have, and I just find pressing the button to be a lot more consistent, to the point where I'd actually, if I could put like an instant lock button in my real car, I probably would, just because like pulling a big long lever like this far, as opposed to just tapping the buttons, kind of, yeah. And I've also just used the shifter now for 5 years. I'm kind of just used to pressing the button anyway, so. I've thought about getting a I've thought about using like a sequential shifter, like right here, so it's not as big of a pull, and then I can actually use the sequential for race cars and stuff. I don't currently drift in real life like I have, and I'm building a car at the moment. I've got a R32 Skyline coupe, like a GDST coupe. I've just got to, I bought it off a friend after he stacked it into the wall at a racetrack, and he swapped all his running gear out, so I'm just getting it with, do I have 4 stud hubs and a naturally aspirated RB20, and I've just got to like fix the front radiator support. I'm just going to do like a tube front. In the process of that, I've done a lot of street drifting though. I don't like the way that feels. Was it 70? I hope it was. Starting to save up for a car. Nice. How, what are you hoping to get? Are you just like saving up for a street car? Like a daily? I have a Primera as my my daily Nissan Primera. You may or may not know what those are. Right, I need to copy this engine over for this thing. It can go away. Evo. That can go away. Should be C10, K10 pickup. Nice. I wish we got stuff like that here. We don't really get like C10. So C10 what I'm thinking of. Yeah. No, we don't really get anything. We just get a lot of Japanese cars here and some Australian stuff, but mostly Japanese. Like this is what I have. If you're from America, it's a G20. Yeah, see, this is a G20, but better because it's Japanese and has a better motor. And I have a what's it called? The VVL motor, SR20V. These things. Front wheel drive though. This is like this is the typical 18-year-old like starter car that you'll see mobbing around for like $1,500. Shitty R33s. Yeah, you can get Skylines pretty cheap here, and like Stagias and Laurels and Cephs, heaps of Cephs, like a shit ton, like, and real cheap too, like a 20E auto one with like high Ks. You get it for like $800 or something, which is like 500 US or something around there. Yeah. It's so weird, like you guys can do like a 2J swap over there, like relatively cheap, but here it's like double the price. But then it's like backwards for RBs, you know, like RB over there is like really expensive, but it's super cheap here. Yeah, you can get heaps of like, I don't know, I wouldn't call them decent, but like just like cheap little runarounds for like anywhere from 500 to 1,000 US, which is like $1,000 to $2,000, I guess, here around that mark. I was just mobbed the Facebook marketplace, especially like that car that I have, Primaris. Like I paid $500 for my car, which is like $250 US or something. He was gonna, the guy that I got it off was gonna send it to the scrapper and like, see, like here, $650. We had a lot of these built here locally back in the day. We used to have a factory here, so they're kind of just everywhere. Super cheap. Like all of the shit's under like, yeah, $2,000 US. And then like Skylines is the same. Spyro WRX, that's for $5. Wow, okay. That's yeah, like, depends what kind of WRX, like, you know, like you can get something like this, which it's probably auto. Oh no, it's manual for $7, which is about $5 US, I guess. Don't know, yeah, car markets is a weird, it's a weird thing, you know, how the price for different shit can just differentiate so much. I just need to check 4.5, 307, and it's more like, how did we end up so low there? 4.5. It's like 3. It should be like 320 horsepower. And 360 Newton meters. Yes, it needs to be like 480. It's 3.5. Wow. 4.5. Which it is. Bugger. I hate Assetto so much when it comes to this stuff. It's just not, it's not smart. That'll do. Try this, I guess. This is Powlet. Wow, really? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I lost my license a few months ago, so I haven't got one at the moment. I think I can get it back this week. I'm not sure. Our government always makes it real hard to understand what you actually have to do to get it back, which is painful, but yeah, I'm 26. So I've had my license for a long time. That's better. 16.5, eh? It's about the same as here, I think, because I got my way of like a learners and a restricted and then a full license. So like learners is like you can't drive unless you have somebody else with a full license in the car, and you do that for 6 months, and then restricted is like a year or a year and a half or something. You're only allowed to drive by yourself unless the passenger has a full license, same as before, and then full obviously. But yeah, I've had my full since I was like 18, 17, 18, around there, because you can fast track your restricted by doing a what's it called, defensive driving. No, this one. Yeah. Yeah, depends what you want more, I guess. I know I enjoy video games too much to not have a car, or like to not have a PC to have a car type deal, you know. I'd rather just have a PC and wait. I've had a couple of cars like blow up on me, so I went for a long time without one. That's better. Do the old dyno run. That's about right. No worries, mate. Thanks for watching. I try to be. Thanks for that. Oh, Timmy. Means you must be home. Oh yeah, it's like 10 to 4. Steering's fine, Mitty. What are you on about, mate? It's like within like 0.2 of the STR. I don't know, haven't got there. Generally doesn't what's that saying, like if you're getting a race car to full lock and doing something wrong or something, you know. I need to go somewhere with like hairpins. kinda. Yeah, you need it. So the steering rack needs to come forward actually. So you misunderstood what I said the other day, I think. It's relatively an easy fix though. What's it go to? 40? Yeah. So we can just, if my keyboard would work. Batteries are going flat. Can you can ring me back in Discord if you like, up to you. What do I need to do? I need to open this fucking thing. Open, it's already there. And then it's is it the last number? Yes, it is. And then theoretically I should just be able to change the steer ratio in the car to bring the yep, that one. Minimize that, and then drive. What's my cellular device doing? All right, okay. Oh no. I love it when things go wrong. Here we go. Hopefully that stays there. Doesn't look very focused though. $13. Okay. I don't know if you're still watching, you see how like it pretty much won't do it now. I'll show you. Maybe it will. Oh, no, there you go. This is still going in on itself. On the leading wheel. Booga. Right, okay, have to just try and change that to 1 then. And then... No, that's 13. Okay. Face of book. Oh my god. Look at that, 13. It shouldn't do it now, or is it going to? There we go. It's obviously still going to do it, like, to some degree, but... a lot better than it was by the look of it. I don't think we'll ever be able to stop it doing that without increasing Ackerman significantly. This is very parallel at the moment. I just need to look at these photos that Alex just sent me, because holy jeebus. Oh my god. Beautiful. Just need some manifold injectors now, no fucking hum. Other way. Whew. Damn. That's what is that? Brand new GTX Gen 2 3071 on a factory forged STI block with twin turbo heads and stuff. Is sick. I'm gonna do the wiring loom for the injectors, and he's got a whole new manifold, like off of version 8 STI I think or something. Fucking suck. That's fucking dope. Super dope. Is hello?
No.
How do?
Good.
It's I just built that. Well, the blue lines.
Sick.
Because that motor that was in there was a laggy piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much just did a little bit more torque than what he had to get the boost down a bit.
Yeah.
To get the boost right.
Yeah, well, so like that dyno graph I just sent you.
Yeah.
That's ends up being like 1.7 or 8 bar of boost. It's like 26 psi.
Yep, perfect.
Which is pretty yeah, it's pretty standy for Evo. I can't really it doesn't really want to like not get stuck. It like it's a lot better.
Yep, sick.
And the STR matches perfectly now, kinda, or it did. It's always hard to tell.
Yeah.
Ring ring.
Why?
rip my hand off. Facebook, I swear that's what that sounds like. Where the fuck? Way down there.
Hello.
Hello.
Sick.
Oh god. Needs brakes.
So did you end up doing anything different to the X15?
I fucked around with the Ackerman settings, but I couldn't get it to. Still does that thing where it like gains too much on the opposite wheel.
Right.
It's only like a degree though. I don't know. So I've added like I went up to like 10 degrees of Ackerman instead of like 5 or whatever, and I'm at 7 now. 7 seems to be it, which is where I had it before, but Corey was still breaking it.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a lot better. I'll tell you that number in a minute.
Yes.
This thing's real over-rotatey, eh?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out the differences between them watching a few videos. There's a thing with one of them being quite rotatey.
I just 400 horsepower in this game feel utterly slow.
Yeah. Yeah. No idea. Some strange things going on in this game.
There was that guy that was talking in here before. He's like 16. Just talking about like, cause he's getting his license. We were talking about cars.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's just fucking. He's got like an i7 with a Titan XP, and he's like wants to upgrade already to like a 2080 Ti and stuff. And I'm like, fucking hell, rolling in money can.
Yeah. Hey, send me your old one.
Yeah. Joseph. Holy crap.
So just in the suspension I for the Evo.
For the Evo. Yeah. So the last number on the steering rack.
Yes.
It's, what is it at the moment? Negative what? 0.8 something?
88, yeah.
So change it to 0. So negative 0.01.
Roger.
That's it.
That is it?
Yep. Can you check the STR in game for me, please?
Sure thing.
Should be perfect.
Should be perfect. Don't smile, Ben. No, don't smile. Don't smile.
Why are you telling him not to smile?
Because he's got a frown on his face.
No. The old reverse psychology. Don't
So,
smile, smiles. Got him.
STR 13 and flickering to 0.1.
Good enough for me.
Let's put a suede 37.3.
Better than the
37.2.
12.8 that you had it at.
Yeah. So it's pretty much square and with 0 Ackerman.
Can you make the brakes better, please?
Yeah. I know, right?
Shithouse, I can lay into them completely, like max them out, and they don't even lock up till like a real low speed. Probably all good for the old G pedals.
Nah, they're terrible brakes.
Yeah, because this car's got fucking Brembos in real life, so like... Oh, I need to fix the tyre size too, it's still floating.
Yes, please. I always forget that. Oh, it's so much. Oh my god. Okay. So can you just do the medium tires?
I can do whatever needs doing.
Well, see, what I was thinking is trying the...
Are you going to get rid of the softs?
I was going to get rid of the softs and the hards.
Oh, yeah. I
Just
can if you want.
Slick. And then I was going to see what the Saishio does. See how they feel on it. Just as a street tire.
Is it Saishio and say I forget which is which now?
Yeah, same. It is really rotating. I'm gonna do something about that.
So Saigo is end and Saishio is beginning. So Saishio is an old Tovi tire.
No. Then it's the end one.
Saigo is Kuno's tire.
Yeah, that one. I want to try that on it. Oh, that's so much nicer in that steering now. But it is really drifty, isn't it?
Yeah. She's crazy, bro. I'm just gonna work out tire radius. I forget. I'm just going to go to the Sylvia and have a look. 305.
Yeah, I need to do something about that.
It's perfect.
Oh, the Sylvia ones to the right.
The size anyway. Yep.
Yeah.
Because everything seems to have the same size wheel nowadays.
Yeah.
He says. I shall see if no floaty. Hey, no floaty, almost in the ground actually. But kind of looks good because it looks like the sidewall's like flexed over and it's... I don't know, maybe I should make them a little bit bigger. I don't know.
So Mr. Mike Rudland has got a glitch going on with his shit at the moment. the tyres flex so much that it looks like they're about to fall off the bead.
I don't even know how you get them to do that, because it's like a visual thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an animation.
Yeah.
And he said he's seen some people do it, but at the moment for him, every mod car is doing it. Every single mod car, Kuno's isn't doing it. So I went and just fucked around a bit, tried to get his car, and he's like, it's every car though. Like, okay.
Oh, they're a little bit in the ground now. Now. It's right, we can fix. We have the technology. Just make it 310 instead of 305.
Yeah, I think the rest of this car is in the four-wheel drive.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know what car he's taken the four-wheel drive from. I dare say the GDR. I need to just bring up some specs on the Evo so I can change some shit around on it. And then that's pretty much this car done, I think. Well, to the point where we can send it to him and he can have a play and see what he thinks.
I need a fridge ready.
Hey?
I need a fridge.
You need a fridge?
Yeah, so I can put my Coke in the fridge and not have it like get warm and shit, and not have to walk like halfway across the driveway just to get a drink, you know. Yeah. So do we want it to look like it's slightly in the ground, so like the tire's actually like sitting on the ground, or do you just want it like to be a perfect...
Just how we do our cars, I guess. It might have to be fine adjusted when Corey sends the model. I don't know anything about this model, so...
They like pop out of the ground under like braking and acceleration, so... it kind of looks like tire flicks more than like it going in the ground.
Yeah. So this is that motor that... Oh no, I haven't got your motor.
No, I'll send that to you in a second.
Apart from that... Yeah, 1.5 Cusco LSD front and rear, so that should be pretty straightforward. That's it.
That camber layover though, woo!
Yeah.
6 degrees. I don't know what it's supposed to be, so I didn't even look at it till now. It does sick helis though.
It does sick helis, eh?
Especially now that it comes on full boost by like 3000 RPM.
Yeah.
Like, cause that dynograph I sent you, bro, that's pretty much a stock. It is stock with the boost turned up.
Yeah.
Because that's what they make, and that's how far you can push them stock. Even with stock injectors, you can go that high in boost. Because they come factory with like fucking 550s or 600s or something.
Okay, yep.
But I'd say that one probably has injectors in it.
Yep.
So they need to go, I need to make them a little bit skinnier. I'm done trying to do like a calculation so they match like real sizes and shit. I'm just gonna make them fit.
Yeah, bro, make it fit.
Cause yeah.
Well, no one else is gonna know the difference, like.
I mean, that's what I did with the how wide do you think these are like? What, 255s or something? That's what that's what Adam's putting on his Evo, so.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what the car is. Oh, did I even show you a picture of the car? I've got pictures of it.
I don't think so.
Let me if I can find it. Oh, I think.
Hey, look at that, 255 is almost like perfect. It's perfect Mitty.
Cool. Sick.
And they're sort of just out of, just in the ground, like slightly.
Not too many pictures. They're not like fancy. I just got 2 of the best ones. Oh, you know, it looks good, bro.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Big enough?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Makes it actually look like flex too.
Yo, like you see like when I accelerate the front pops out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hold on. And then under braking the
I think it needs, you know, need to stiffen up the dampers. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to stiffen up the dampers.
doesn't want to sit at lock either now. For some reason. Like I just like refusing to get stuck there. Especially under acceleration.
Oh really? With the tyres now?
I don't know, just in general, like, see, look.
That's interesting.
It might hit, like, when it's...
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it does, like, under low speed, but as soon as it gets speed, it, yeah. It'll get stuck there, like, when a car's stopped, but...
Huh.
I forgot how terrible these tyres were once you get them dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. So is that the semis from our car?
They're just whatever was on it, bro.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they're from the...
Supercar.
Yes. Alright, so... Oops. This is what you're going to use for the... Oh, that's a nice looking vehicle.
Oh, chair.
This is what you're going to use for the width and the radius. And then what am I giving you? Engine and power lot, aren't I?
Yeah, thank you.
I haven't touched like the engine inertia or anything like that, so you may still want to look at those.
Okay, yep. Medium.
Power.
Paste. Oh. And the rear paste. Save. And then engine power. Sweet.
Come on, keyboard. Thank you for watching, Gobi. Just send me a message on Facebook.
Nice. Oh, cool.
It's already been 2 hours, amazing.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I want to try and, I was going to try and do like 1.5 hour streams, but I think I'm just going to try and do like 3-hour streams.
Yep. Sick. Continue. Good. Sick. Go take that for a skit.
Alright.
Let's grab a slider back once.
No worries, I need to, I want to change track. To somewhere, I don't, he's from Singapore, what do you drive then? Fucked if I know. Scuba. Ow. Oh, scheiße. You should revisit the Aero as well.
On the Evo.
It flies.
Yeah.
Not that, I mean, it probably does in real life. After learning about that Corvette.
Yeah.
Corvette fly, fly Corvette fly. What sort of times should I be doing around Tsukuba?
This car should do probably like 105 and faster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a minute is probably possible with a fair bit more tuning and track knowledge of the car.
Oh dear. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, that motor's heaps better. These medium tires feel good too.
Oh wow, I just did a 102 and I like spun out halfway through.
Yeah, that's fucking all good.
Oh, it gets real like squirrely under braking, bro.
Yep, that's right. That's from what I've read. That's a Evo thing, or
Oh,
the
yeah.
particular Evos that we're working on. I think one of them was worse than the other. I can't remember. I have to try and read up again. one of them's really bad under braking. With that tyre size change now, it's not as bad on the turn-in, but it's just probably as bad on the brakes. Fuck yeah, boost heat started now, that's wicked.
10029.
Yeah, that's all good.
That was like squirrely braking. Yeah, so this car is getting tested on a direct drive. Yeah. And then the owner of the car runs a G920 at his house, but the testing will get done on the direct drive before he ends up downloading it for himself at home. Fuck yeah, those tyres, man. Oh, Jesus. They are fucking awesome. Yeah, I just did a 59-52.
Wicked, fucking A.
So yeah, she's a beast.
Yep. Fuck yeah, man. Holy shit. I don't know if you looked at any pictures of Evo's suspension and shit, but
nope.
It's the rears right now at least. I'm quite happy with how the rear works too. If you have a second to look at that while it's running.
Yeah, it's got some camber gain there.
It tows. What's it do? It tows out under braking
Oh yeah.
and it tows in. It tows out under acceleration, but tows in on braking, which is kind of what I'd hoped for with the said instability of it under braking.
Ring it again.
Yeah. Busy man. Sweet as a nut. Sweet as a nut. Close that. Sick as fuck. Be right there. Gotcha. that last bend, the sweeping bend before the last right hand hairpin is fucking sketchy as holy. Gotta get 117 on a hot on the first lap. The first hot lap coming up. Oh no, get on the track.
Shit. Oops. It's not what I wanted.
Oh, 101.
Nice. God damn it.
Oh, 59.8. What'd you get?
59,529.
Oh, yes. Sick.
So yeah, you're within the margin of error. What's your frickin'
What's up, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sandisk. So a while back I asked you guys to send me one random sound. You guys did that.
Go, Evo, go. I'm up 0.3.
That was loud.
A big drift in the last corner. Hold it. Oh, is that us? 59.1.
Oh no, he's beating me.
You better go faster. Off the track.
I need to get batteries for my
Sick. So I don't know where the dude got the model from, but he'll tell us, and he's already told me a while ago that he doesn't care what happens to it. So,
okay.
Yeah, so we'll probably just put his name in for the V1 build, and then physics adjusted. Something along the lines of that, but he's not too worried. like to put him in there. He did the original convert and all that other shiz, which doesn't matter because Corey's done his own convert.
Yep.
And Corey's going to do all the rest of it, so
Oh,
so
okay.
model wise it won't matter. As for like base car, and he had all the inertias and he put all like the whole thing together as such, and all I've done is change the gearbox, the suspension geometry, and then you've done the steering, and then tyres. That's about it really. Like, I think, I'm not sure if I've resized the aero or not, but I'll probably end up grabbing the LUTs off of the supercars. See how they work.
Yeah, I don't fucking know anymore.
Yeah.
Hero's such a it's confusing.
Yeah,
I know, lucky. God damn it.
Sweet. Oh, I've got to go, bro. I've got to go and get Lily, so I'll catch up with you after.
Okay.
Probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the latest.
No worries, I might go play Forza.
Yeah, sure. All G, bro. Thank you.
No worries.
Catch you later.
Bye.